On every continent, in the quiet corners of internet cafes, stories are told of long gaming sessions that led some to an untimely rendezvous with the termination of their lives. In going through these stories, the overarching theme is not condemnation, but a call for introspection. It is an exploration of the multifaceted relationship between the players and the worlds they inhabit, a reflection on the fine line between passionate commitment and dangerous obsession. We will learn those stories today and walk the chilling corridors of a tale rarely explored, a closer look at the lives claimed, not by a physical enemy, but by the digital allure of video games. Games like World of Warcraft and Counter-Strike take center stage, not as villains, but as elements of a complex narrative that leads us to reflect on the responsibility developers have in shaping the experiences that captivate millions. The implications of these cases extend to both the gaming community and health institutions. They raise debates about regulations, awareness, and responsible gaming practices. Join us as we explore these lives, where pixels and narratives intersect, and the consequences of a passion-turned obsession serve as a cautionary tale. Are you ready? Okay, gamer, welcome to this great history. Among nearly dark corners, illuminated only by the dim glow of a few monitors, Seop's name resonates as a haunting reminder of the possible consequences of an unbridled passion for video games. Delving deeper into the plot of this tragic story uncovers a narrative woven with intricate threads, addressing the circumstances surrounding Seop's untimely demise, its profound impact on public perception, and the subsequent actions taken by the authorities and gaming communities. Seop, a young South Korean man, became an unwitting symbol when his life was tragically cut short after an intense 50-hour gaming marathon in 2005. The circumstances leading to his death were a symphony of exhaustion, neglect, and deep immersion in the virtual realms of gaming. It was a story that sent shockwaves through the video game world and forced society to confront the darker side of the burgeoning gaming culture. The impact on public perception was immediate and profound. Seop's death became the focus of debates about the potential dangers of prolonged gaming sessions. It prompted a reassessment of the seductive allure of gaming and the consequences of blurring the boundaries between the digital and the tangible. The public's gaze changed, and the escapist nature of games collided with the stark reality of their potential dangers. The gaming community also faced a moment of reckoning. Beyond the headlines, there was a collective introspection within the gaming subculture. Conversations emerged about responsible gaming practices, the importance of self-care, and the need for balance. While many gamers continue to revel in the immersive worlds created by their favorite titles, the specter of the Seop tragedy lingered, serving as a silent warning. Against this backdrop, authorities and gaming industry stakeholders were compelled to act. The incident prompted regulatory discussions about establishing guidelines for gaming marathons and creating mechanisms to detect and intervene in situations where players were endangering their well-being. Game developers, aware of the potential impact of their creations on players' lives, began integrating features that encouraged breaks, set time limits, and promoted a healthier lifestyle. As the gaming community grappled with the aftermath of Seop's death, some titles gained notoriety for their intense and immersive nature, raising questions about their potential contribution to such incidents. Games such as World of Warcraft, known for its expansive open world, and Counter-Strike, with its fiercely competitive online multiplayer, came under scrutiny. The appeal of these virtual worlds was undeniable, but there was growing recognition of the need for players to navigate them responsibly. The aftermath of the Seop tragedy highlighted the delicate balance between the freedom to practice one's chosen pastime and the imperative to protect individuals from potential harm that could result. It became an exploration of the intersection between personal responsibility and external influences, sparking debates that resonated far beyond the confines of the gaming community. In the tapestry of Seop's story, there are no clear villains but rather a complex interplay of circumstances and choices. It invites reflection on the role of society in safeguarding the well-being of its members, even in the realm of seemingly innocuous hobbies. As this death became known, different chapters began to emerge around the world. This had only been the beginning, the reason why more attention began to be paid to these cases and the small line that was blurred, the small line between passion and obsession. The questions persist and challenge us to examine our own relationships with the digital landscapes we traverse and the responsibilities we have to ourselves and those around us. Seop's tragedy reminds us that beyond pixels and polygons, there is a deep connection between the virtual and the tangible, and that the stories we create in our favorite games are inseparable from the narratives of our own lives. The impact Seung left behind was quite significant to the world of video games. Threads of tragedy are woven through narratives that echo his unfortunate fate. The shadows of a Taiwanese internet cafe hold echoes of Chen Rongyu's story, in which the captivating allure of virtual worlds ensnared a young man. Immersed in an intense League of Legends gaming session, he spent 23 uninterrupted hours in front of the screen. His involvement in the game was so absorbing that he barely got up to go to the bathroom and, worryingly, did not ingest any food or liquids during that time. Tragedy struck when the establishment's employees noticed that Chen remained in the same position for several hours. Alarmed, they tried to wake him up, initially believing that he was simply sleeping. However, they soon realized that the young man showed no signs of breathing. In a quick act of alertness, they contacted local authorities to report the situation. The heartbreaking scene revealed Chen Rongyu slumped over the keyboard, his hand resting on the mouse. The 23 hours of continuous play had taken its toll, and the lack of rest, food, and hydration manifested itself tragically. Chen Rongyu's tragedy transcends borders and highlights the global repercussions of the unbridled passion for video games. Elsewhere in the world, specifically in the United States, the story of Rusty Hodge unfolded, echoing Seop's tragic crescendo. Rusty's relentless pursuit of digital victory blurred the boundaries between the virtual and the tangible, claiming another soul. As we delve into stories of video game tragedies, we also come across the story of Xiao Jun from China, a poignant chapter in an ever-evolving narrative. Xiao Jun, seduced by the siren song of long gaming sessions, found himself on the verge of physical and mental exhaustion. After 40 straight hours of gaming, his body reached its limit, collapsing in front of his computer and leaving all his family members in shock. His passing is a stark reminder of the havoc that excessive gaming can wreak on a person's well-being. Soon after, on the bustling streets of Singapore, unfolded the story of a young man who revealed the hidden dangers lurking beneath the surface of seemingly harmless gaming marathons. As the hours melted away in the glare of the screen, his body succumbed to the effects of prolonged sedentary behavior. His veins clotted and his health deteriorated, underscoring the need for moderation and awareness in the pursuit of virtual victories. The competitive gaming arena, where the pursuit of excellence is paramount, echoes with stories that shock the esports community. One player, driven by an unwavering desire to win, teetered on the brink of physical and mental exhaustion. The consequences were harsh, a collapse in the gaming arena, underscoring the toll that competitive gaming can take on an individual's well-being. As we delve deeper into these stories, it becomes clear that the implications go beyond the individuals involved. The gaming community, with its diverse tapestry of gamers and enthusiasts, bears witness to these stories, each a cautionary note in the collective consciousness, recognizing the fine line between immersive engagement and dangerous obsession. The games themselves, virtual landscapes in which these tragedies unfold, come under scrutiny. Titles known for their immersive qualities, in which players lose themselves in vast worlds and competitive quests, become focal points for reflection. In a broader context, these cases highlight the need for a nuanced understanding of the intricate dance between personal responsibility and the external factors that shape gaming experiences. It is a journey through the highs and lows of a subculture that continues to evolve, prompting reflections on how the allure of digital realms can intertwine with the fragility of human existence. The role of developers goes far beyond lines of code and innovative graphics. It delves into the intricate psychology of player engagement. As architects of digital worlds, developers have the power to shape narratives, design mechanics, and manipulate stimuli to create experiences that transcend the confines of the screen. The appeal of addictive gaming experiences is a double-edged sword where developers, driven by market demands and player expectations, find themselves navigating a fine line. The need to keep players hooked, interested, and wanting more is both a testament to their creativity and a challenge to ethical game design. Consider the World of Warcraft phenomenon. This massively multiplayer online role-playing game created by Blizzard has not only set standards in the genre, but also demonstrated the potential for games to become more than merry entertainment. The addictive nature of its vast open world, engaging storylines, and intricate social dynamics have led players to spend countless hours immersed in the game. Blizzard's success, however, raises questions about the ethical implications of creating experiences intentionally designed to captivate players for extended periods. Similarly, Fortnite, developed by Epic Games, has become a cultural phenomenon, captivating players with its constantly evolving narrative, social events, and addictive battle royale gameplay. Constant updates and seasonal changes fuel a sense of urgency among players, creating a dynamic environment that keeps them coming back for more. The design decisions made by the developers to keep the game fresh and exciting highlight the delicate balance between player engagement and the potential risks of encouraging compulsive gaming behavior. The methods employed by developers to encourage player engagement are diverse and sophisticated, from the use of behavioral psychology principles to the implementation of reward systems and dynamic narratives. Each element is meticulously crafted to draw players into virtual worlds. Game mechanics such as loot boxes, a controversial feature present in titles such as Overwatch and FIFA, add an element of chance that triggers game-like psychological responses, further intensifying the desire to continue playing. The ethical implications of these design decisions jump out when considering the impact on players' mental health and well-being. Cases of players neglecting their basic needs, such as the tragic case of Chen Rongyu, reveal the potential consequences of immersive gaming experiences when taken to the extreme. Developers, consciously or unconsciously, find themselves navigating a complex ethical landscape in which the pursuit of engaging gameplay must coexist with the responsibility to safeguard player welfare. As the gaming industry continues to evolve, the dialogue around shared responsibilities becomes increasingly critical. Recognizing the seriousness of gaming addiction requires understanding its symptoms, manifestations that extend beyond the screen. It is not just the number of hours spent playing, but the repercussions on daily life. Neglect of responsibilities, strained relationships, and a generalized preoccupation with the virtual to the detriment of the tangible. Stories of gamers forgoing sleep, food, and social interaction in favor of long gaming sessions highlight the profound influence that addiction can exert. The World Health Organization, WHO, a global authority on health, has taken an important step in recognizing the seriousness of gaming addiction. With the recognition of this disorder as a mental illness, WHO has elevated the discourse around the potential risks associated to it. This recognition goes beyond mere acknowledgement of symptomatology. It signifies a pivotal moment in which gaming addiction is officially recognized as a condition that warrants attention and intervention. Initiatives aimed at addressing and treating gaming addiction are emerging, bridging the virtual and the therapeutic. Mental health professionals, equipped with a growing understanding of gaming addiction, are exploring personalized approaches to intervention. From cognitive behavioral therapies to support groups designed specifically for gamers, these initiatives aim to free people from the clutches of excessive gaming and foster a healthier relationship with the digital world. As the curtain closes on this exploration of the multifaceted world of gaming addiction, the tapestry we have woven reveals both the allure and dangers inherent in the digital realm. The immersive experiences created by game developers, as we have said, have the potential to captivate and enrapture, fostering a connection that transcends the pixels of the screen. However, this connection, when taken to the extreme, can result in a complex tapestry of challenges, culminating in the intricate phenomenon we call game addiction. Our journey has traversed the landscapes of virtual worlds, telling the stories of people whose lives have become intertwined with the allure of gaming. It has highlighted the shared responsibility of developers to create engaging experiences, recognizing the delicate balance between captivating gameplay and the ethical imperative to safeguard the well-being of players. The recognition of gaming addiction as a mental health issue marks a key milestone in the ongoing dialogue about the impact of gaming on people's lives. From therapeutic interventions to educational programs, these efforts bridge the gap between the virtual and the tangible, offering avenues for people to navigate the digital landscape responsibly. Okay, gamer, as we conclude our adventure, it is imperative to recognize that the narrative of gaming addiction is not a condemnation, but a collective responsibility. It invites a nuanced conversation that transcends blame and calls for collaboration between gamers, developers, mental health professionals, and society at large. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us to learn more about the amazing world of video games. Let us know what you think about it and what else you would like to see on this channel. See you next time, gamer.